team builds. One of my favorite things about like the Diamond Dynasty mode or like the Ultimate Team modes on the other sports games is that you can just like kind of put whatever team together that you want. You can pair guys up that won't be teammates in real life and play with them. It's fun that way. That's why this mode is so fun. I want to talk to you guys about some bounce back candidates for the 2019 season. Now, we're going to reveal these guys one at a time, and then we'll talk about the rotation before we hop into a game. We will take this team into a ranked seasons game right here in this video. Smash that thumbs up down below if you want to see some more team builds leading up to MLB The Show 19. I'm also planning on dropping some Madden content, so if you want to watch that, let me know down below. The criteria for this is simple. Players on this team did not necessarily have a bad 2018. I want you to take note of that. I am not saying these players were bad last year. Some of them just didn't play to their own typical standards. That's the criteria for a bounce back. He may have played well while he was out there. He may have been a little banged up and played well when he was healthy, but missing a lot of games is a big deal. And in my opinion, qualifies you to be a bounce back candidate the following season. We're gonna start at the catcher position, Gary Sanchez. Somehow this guy managed to stay in gold. In 2018, he played in just 89 games, and he batted 186. We know how good Gary Sanchez can be. He's already had a 33 homer season, and in his first year, he played in about half the season, and he hit over 20 home runs. He was incredible from the moment he got called up all the way till the end of 2017. 2018 was just not his cup of tea. Matter of fact, I don't think Gary Sanchez even played in half the season in 2016. I think he hit 20 homers in like 55 games. This guy has legitimate 40 home run potential. Gary Sanchez, great candidate to have a bounce back 2019. Now we're going to talk about first base. There's two guys I would like to talk about first base. The guy we're going to start, just to get a lefty out there, is Eric Hosmer. The other guy who's going to be on our bench is Miguel Cabrera. Eric Hosmer took a monster deal with the San Diego Padres last offseason, leaving the Kansas City Royals where he started his career, won the World Series. He slid on over to San Diego and granted, Kauffman Stadium's not exactly a hitter's park, but Petco Park is one of the most pitcher-friendly parks in the league, so you knew his stats were going to come down a little bit. But if you'd have told me his batting average was going to come down 65 points, I would have said you're crazy. Hosmer had nearly 40 less hits. Like I said, Eric Hosmer is in a pitcher-friendly park now, big-time pitcher-friendly park like Petco, especially out to right field, but those hits and batting average numbers can definitely come up a little bit. I think that now that he's got a whole year under his belt in San Diego, he's settled a bit at first base there. He's going to have a little bit of a better season in 2019. I don't think he's ever going to bat 320 with 25 homers in that park, but we'll see. Miguel Cabrera, on the other hand, as we know, has just been dealing with injuries the last few seasons. This is probably his career winding down, but he looks like he's training hard. I've seen some clips of him in the gym. So if he comes back healthy and plays 140 to 150 games, we know what kind of bat he has. We'll see what happens with Miguel Cabrera. He'll be on our bench. Jose Altuve. Now, I know some of you guys are probably looking at this like, what are you talking about, dude? Altuve batted 316 last year, bro. What are you talking about? Again, the criteria is not they were bad last year. Altuve was good last year, but Altuve did not play to Altuve standards last year. In fact, Whit Merrifield, Ozzie Albies, Jed Lowry, Scooter Gant, and Travis Shaw all had more fantasy points to him in head-to-head leagues. But he hit 11 less home runs, he stole 15 less bases, he had nearly 40 less hits. On-base percentage came down 25 points. Now, when you have little injuries, you missed almost 30 games, that's going to happen. I think Altuve returns to MVP form this season. Don't be shocked if he hits 330 with 20 home runs, steals another 30 bags. If he's healthy, we know how good he is. Jose Altuve, bounce back candidate. Again, does not mean he was bad last season. He can just play way better than he played last season, and I think he's going to bounce back and do just that. We'll see MVP Altuve in 2019. Over at third base, I thought this one was kind of easy, kind of obvious. Chris Bryant missed 60 games in 2018, batted .272 with just 13 home runs. We're talking about a 40 homer bat, an MVP candidate, one of the best players in the league, missed 60 games. Can't expect much from him when you're out of the lineup that much. Hey B, he's another one. We'll return to MVP form in 2019. He's going to start on third base. Now shortstop. we're going to have a Houston Astros middle infield. Carlos Correa, another guy who missed nearly 60 games. He only played in 110 last season, batted .239. Now to the outfield, we're going to talk about another San Diego Padre. In left field, we're going to have Wil Myers. Wil Myers missed half the season last year. He played in just 83 games and batted .253 with just 11 home runs. Another guy we know he can hit 30 dongs. The Padres have a lot of talent coming up in their farm system, and they added a guy like Hosmer last year, who I think is going to have a good bounce back season this year. Myers, if he plays, he's a dangerous stick. No batting gloves, got the swag, dripping off of him. Dude hits bombs. He's going to be in left field for us as a bounce back candidate. Now in center field, Cody Bellinger. Now, Belly Bombs wasn't bad. Again, he's another one of these guys that did not have a bad 2018. He actually played in all 162 games for the Dodgers. But in 2017, he played in 132 games and hit 37 home runs. He played 30 more games in 2018 and hit 14 less homers. That's a pretty significant power drop off, but you know the swing's there. He's got one of the best strokes in the league. I think he returns to the 35 homer mark next season. Bounce back year for Cody Bellinger, at least in the power department. He was very good in other areas for that team last year. But from a power standpoint, I think he has a huge bounce back season in 2019. Now in right field, this one was easy. Aaron Judge, the MVP runner-up in 2017, the 2017 Rookie of the Year, hit 52 home runs. Last season, he hit 27 home runs, so his homers cut in half. Batting average came down, 40 less hits, but that was all mainly because he missed 50 games. He was good when he was out there, but he missed 50 games. That's almost 2 months of baseball. You know Aaron Judge, he's going to bounce back next year. As is all of these guys, the point remains the same with all of them. If they are healthy, you will see better seasons from all of these guys in 2019 than you saw in 2018. That doesn't mean that they were bad when they were out there. Some of these guys were good. They just missed a ton of games. We're going to see good seasons from these guys next year, and these are guys who could have higher overalls in MLB The Show 19. Now on our bench very quickly, Jay Bruce. He's a guy who bounced around last season. He's in Seattle now, and he's going to get a ton of at-bats there. Jay Bruce starts the season with the Mariners. He's going to get a ton of ABs in that outfield. I can see his power numbers going back up. Wilson Contreras, a guy whose batting average just jumped off a cliff last season. I have him as a bounce back candidate. Miguel Cabrera, we talked about him. Josh Donaldson's a guy who's been dealing with injuries the last couple of years. He's going to get a chance to start at third base down in Atlanta, that SunTrust Park. Atlanta looks dangerous. If Donaldson's healthy, he could be a scary bat at the top of that lineup. And another guy I'm going to have on here, we need some legs on the bench anyway, Billy Hamilton. Had a terrible season last year. I think his stolen bases were cut in half, mainly because the man just couldn't get on base. He's going to Kansas City, Kauffman Stadium. That Royal style of baseball kind of fits Billy Hamilton. I think he could succeed there, so we'll see how it plays out, but I definitely think he's going to steal a lot more bags this year than he stole last year. He had trouble getting on base, and I know that Cincinnati has a good hitter's ballpark. It just stopped working last year, so we'll see if he can reboot it, get it together for 2019 with the Royals. Let's take this squad online into a ranked seasons game. The rotation, we're going to have Yu Darvish, Jimmy Nelson, John Gray, Michael Fulmer, and Danny Duffy. We have Yu Darvish on the mound, and we got to deal with Don Sutton. He's got some nasty stuff. Apparently, he has two creative players in his lineup, so I have no idea who's batting 4th or 7th. Roberto Alomar in the 8th spot is a pretty good card. That Willie Stargell's 30. Bunch of live series, though, so not an OP team. Let's see what we can do. Good slider down and in. Jose Reyes flies out the right, one down. Let's throw our first curveball. Woo! Scary spot to put it. Ground ball to first, and that will do it for the end. We almost got a weird animation there, too. Maybe he got that same animation as me and never recovered. Chris Bryant, that was a power swing. That might be in the gap. They were playing us to pull. Chris Bryant beats him the other way. That would have been a triple, but it got over the wall. Ground rule double. Gonna intentionally walk Hosmer with nobody out in the second inning of a niner. Oh no. Oh no. Well, the intentional walk worked. Well, that opportunity burnt quick. Good hook. Very good hook. Take a seat. Ground ball through the hole. Go slider down and away. Not a great pitch. Not a great pitch. Let's go Cutter now. See if he chases it off the plate. Watch him get a blooper to right. Oh. No damage done. Altuve leads off the third with a knock. And off first pitch too. Hit and run works to perfection. That's why I like running that. That's why I like running that. First and third, nobody out. Wow. He just put a second runner in scoring position with nobody out for Aaron Judge. Nope. We just swung at 3 balls and got a 3-pitch strikeout. I am the worst. It's a good fight here from Gary. Man, why I had good at-bats to start the inning. And then 2 awful at-bats to follow. What an embarrassing, oh man, that's embarrassing. Good slider. What an at-bat here from Willie Stargell. It's like he's contact swinging or something. All right, okay. He's battling. He's waiting for us. I mean, how is he doing this with someone who has a small PCI? Are we kidding? What an at-bat. What a freaking at-bat. The dude hasn't hit a ball hard the whole game. And he takes that curveball 416. Back up the middle, Altuve, no way. Oh, he got the hit at least. He did get the base knock. All right, the leadoff man's on. This is our opportunity. Got to get down, Hoss. All right, Altuve's in scoring position. Correa's got a 1-2 count. What am I doing today? Let's do Josh Donaldson. We'll be able to put Billy Hamilton in the outfield. Come on, Josh. Intentionally walks him. So that's going to bring up Judge. First and second, 1 out, lefty. He's been doing this the whole game. It needs to bite him. I need to make him pay for doing this. There's a 3rd time he's done it. I can't let him get away with it again. It's not smart baseball, and he doesn't deserve to win this game. Yet, here I go. Swinging at garbage, first pitch. Gary Sanchez, back up the middle. We're gonna be tied. Let's go. 3-1 count. Eric Hosmer on deck. I got my pitch and I missed it.
1 eternity later.
Phil Negro takes the mound.
What am I supposed to do with that? Looked like it was gonna hit me in the face. That's just filthy. Get out of here! Yes, sir! He made a mistake. He tried to throw me the slider and he hung it right down the middle. Get out of here, ball! Now Gary Sanchez hits a ball hard. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh. KB pops it up. The damage is done. 3 outs, we win a ball game. Come on. I'm gonna bring Eckersley in. We have Hader warmed up for the lefty, and I'm gonna warm up Suter in case it gets past Lindor. Good slider down. 1 out here in the 10th. Let's bring Hader in for Willie Stargell, because you know he's cheese against righties. Here he comes, Josh Hader. He's got a 1.99 ERA, and we've had him pretty much all year. 0-2. Slider away. He just can't lay off it. Hader's a terrible look for everyone. Ooh. I did not put that slider where I wanted to, but that's going to be the ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the W. We are 2-0. Since we switched the camera angle, now I went super choke mode on the bases loaded early in the game, and it almost caught me. Aaron Judge gets player of the game honors. He hit the go-ahead homer in the 10th, the extra inning. Dong! That's what you get for bringing Necro out, my friend. We won this one, guys. If you want to see more team builds, leave some ideas in the comments section down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, and if you're new, subscribe for more content. We're going to be dropping MLB content all the way up until the release of MLB The Show 19. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out of here. Until next time, peace. They weren't that hard. I gotta say, Kopech, Tyler O'Neill. Let's look at this Tyler O'Neill card really quick. The 85 overall, 98, 92 power. This card, the ball jumps off the bat for this card. We smashed the ball with him. His particular mission that you have to do once you unlock this card, I think it's 8 extra base hits, 5 home runs, and 15 RBIs. I probably did it in 10 games, tops. Granted, I'm playing on rookie, but still, I mean, everything was going out. For the most part, these are super simple. It's just a little bit time consuming because you have to get a win with each particular pitcher mission that you have to do. So you do have to play a full game out with each individual.